These are the hidden engineering data points from Maranello that prove Lewis Hamilton will crush the Formula One grid this year. The 2026 season just became highly predictable. The sports world paused on February 1st, 2024, when Lewis Hamilton announced his departure from Mercedes to join Ferrari. Most fans focused purely on his 2025 debut in the iconic red suit, but they missed the actual target. Hamilton treated last season as an extended testing environment. He spent those 12 months learning the Maranello factory culture and adjusting to Charles Leclerc as his garage partner. That transition period ended this winter, which meant the real master plan could finally activate. The 2026 Formula One season introduces the most aggressive rule changes in modern racing history. Teams must compete with redesigned cars featuring substantial electrical battery upgrades and fresh aerodynamics. Every single team on the starting grid begins from zero right now. Ferrari historically crushes the competition whenever engine regulations undergo total resets. The Italian manufacturer dedicated 90% of their engineering resources to this specific project, and that forced rival teams into panic during recent track sessions. Hamilton mapped out this exact timeline back in 2024. He signed his final contract specifically to drive this newly designed 2026 machine, rather than the older specification vehicle. Social media platforms erupted this morning because leaked GPS telemetry shows the new Ferrari power unit delivering speed metrics nobody anticipated. Pundits previously assumed Hamilton just chased a retirement tour. The current track data reveals a coldly calculated mathematical strike. He positioned himself perfectly for this exact regulation swap, and the result is a clear path toward securing an unprecedented 8th World Championship title. The paddock rumors suggest this car behaves exactly how he demanded. The foundation of this upcoming dominance relies strictly on the new power units. Formula One mandated a 50-50 split between internal combustion and electrical power for the 2026 season. Mercedes struggled heavily to adapt their battery systems last year, but Ferrari started designing their new electric motor 36 months ago. This head start gave the Italian engineers a distinct advantage, which resulted in a highly reliable power unit before the car even touched the asphalt. Hamilton built his legacy on perfectly managing electrical energy deployment during races. He understands exactly how to harvest battery power under braking and deploy it on long straights. The new regulations require drivers to manually control these electrical boosts far more than previous years. Hamilton excels at this specific multitasking skill, and that is when his experience outshines younger drivers. Rival teams built fast chassis designs, but they lacked the pure straight-line velocity that Ferrari just discovered this week. The telemetry data simply does not lie. If you find this engineering breakdown fascinating, hit subscribe and the notification bell right now. We cover breaking sports analytics like this every single week. Now let us look at the management side. Raw engine power only wins races if the driver can actually control the vehicle through the corners. Hamilton operates as an exceptional car developer in the paddock. He possesses a rare ability to translate physical steering feedback into precise engineering instructions. During his 2025 campaign, he refused to complain about the older car flaws. Instead, he fed thousands of data points directly to the 2026 design team. The engineers built this new aerodynamic package around his preferred driving style, so the front end bites into corners exactly how he demands. Younger drivers often adapt to whatever machine their team provides, but veteran champions force the team to build the machine around them. Ferrari engineers altered the fundamental seating position by 50 millimeters just to satisfy his weight distribution requirements. He spent hundreds of hours in the simulator refining the suspension geometry, and because of this, the final product behaves exactly like the championship-winning cars from his past. He effectively designed his own weapon for this exact championship fight. The secret weapon behind this whole operation sits directly on the pit wall. Fred Vasseur runs the Ferrari team today, but he previously managed Hamilton during his junior racing career 20 years ago. They won championships together in the lower categories before Formula One. This pre-existing relationship eliminates the usual political friction found inside top racing teams. When Hamilton requests a sudden strategy change during a race, Vasseur trusts him instantly. Other team principals demand endless data confirmation, which meant lost seconds on the track for rival garages. Vasseur bypasses the bureaucracy fully. They communicate with complete transparency, and that prevents the internal fighting that destroyed previous Ferrari title campaigns. This unified front turns the garage into a highly efficient winning machine. The crew strips away the noise and focuses purely on crossing the finish line first. Many analysts predicted Charles Leclerc would easily defeat Hamilton on pure qualifying speed. Leclerc grew up inside the Ferrari system and knows every engineer by their first name. He routinely pushes the car to its breaking point on Saturday afternoons. Hamilton welcomes this internal pressure, and that forced him to improve his own preparation routines this winter. He uses Leclerc's aggressive driving data to find alternative racing lines that save tire life. While Leclerc burns through his rubber-chasing pole position, Hamilton configures his setup for Sunday race distance. This partnership creates a perfect two-pronged attack against Red Bull and McLaren. Ferrari can deploy Leclerc to aggressively attack the front row, therefore forcing rivals to ruin their tires defending him. Hamilton then calmly executes a longer strategic plan from the second row. The mathematical modeling shows this exact combined strategy scoring maximum constructor points across 24 different circuits this year. This math guarantees a large points advantage for the Italian team. The consequences of this 2026 setup extend far beyond a single racing season. If Lewis Hamilton captures his 8th World Championship in a Ferrari, it permanently ends all debates regarding the greatest driver in motorsport history. He will have conquered the sport across 3 different regulation eras with 3 distinct engine manufacturers, cementing a legacy nobody can touch. This impending success rewrites the business model for Formula One teams. Drivers traditionally peak in their late 20s, but Hamilton proves that elite simulator preparation and rigorous physical conditioning can stretch a prime career deep into the early 40s. Rival organizations must now heavily reconsider their driver academy investments, shifting focus away from teenagers toward proven veterans. We are currently watching the peak of automotive engineering perfectly aligning with generational driving talent. Ferrari spent over $400 million preparing for this specific aerodynamic era alone. They successfully merged Italian horsepower with British racing precision, and the result is a vehicle that currently laps the testing circuit, 0.3 of a second faster than any competitor. Other constructors face a steep development mountain. They cannot simply copy the Ferrari side pods or underfloor aerodynamics because those external parts only function correctly, with the specific proprietary engine packaging hidden underneath. Hamilton holds a strategic trump card right now. He finally commands machinery that matches his veteran racing intellect, which leaves the rest of the starting grid fighting exclusively for second place. The 2026 season belongs to the number 44, and the rest of the paddock already knows they are racing for the runner-up trophy. Hamilton chased this red car for his whole life, and he finally holds the keys to the fastest machine on Earth. If you enjoyed this grid breakdown, hit subscribe for more racing analysis. We will see you next time.